In this tutorial, we're going to look at what you need to do if you have a lot of reference variables. So let's say you're building your course. You've got these variables here. I'm just going to, let's say we've got a whole bunch of them here, right? And these are just being used to show the value of different variables in your course. So you're just using that for your testing. So let's say, for example, I'm doing my testing. So I've got all these little values here so I can make sure all my variables are changing and all of that. I'm ready to publish. What do I do? Now, what some people do is they just delete these, which is fine, right? If you delete them, though, and you need to come back to the course, then you need to reinsert those for your testing. So that creates a little bit of extra work. Now, some people move this off screen, so they're here. The thing, though, is when you work on your course, they're there for you, but then you've got to move them back over, right? So you do that. What some people do is they'll create a group of variables and then they'll hide those on the slide. I kind of like that. It's a nice way to do it because they're there. You don't have to move them, but you don't need to see them. So what you can do is you can hit Control G and you can group them, right? And then we'll just go here. We'll just title this variables. And then they're there, and then if you want to turn them off, you can turn them off, but you can quickly turn them on for testing, but you don't have to delete them. So that's available to you. The other way that I like is I just like using the master slide. So let's say I'm going to do Control C here. I'm going to go to my master slides. So if you go into View and you go to Slide Master, we'll just put it on this slide here. The key, though, is making sure they're not going to be covered up by things on your slide. But the nice thing about being on the master slide is, you know, these right here, if I delete these, I got to delete these all here. If they're on the master slide, I'm going to make sure I have one with the right master on there. And this is actually a good example. This is covering up my master slide. So here's 2 points. So you can put them on the master slide, which is nice because then they're on every single slide. So you just need to go to your master slide, turn them on and off. However, if they're on the master slide, just like in this slide, they may be covered up. So it's just a matter of understanding what you're doing on the master slide. So if this is your master slide and it's covered up, then that doesn't work, right? But you could put those somewhere else. So let's just come back to the master slide here. And let's say we put these, oops, got to come back to my master. Let's say we're going to move these and we'll put them down here on the bottom, close it, and then you can see they're here. So the nice thing with the master slide again is every slide I create, they're going to be there. I don't have to turn them on and off or create them again on the individual slide level. So it's really just a matter of what works best for you. I kind of like having them on the master slide. If I have them on the slide level, I like putting them on the slide and just turning them off rather than moving them or deleting them. But it's just whatever's going to work best for you. But there are a few different options in managing your reference variables when you do your troubleshooting.